Hey, what up? How you doing? I think this is episode 5 or 6 today, because I'm the boss. It's 12:55, and I said I was going to get to something. I'm going to try and do it. I don't have to, but I said I would. So I'm not going to try. I'm going to do it. All right? That's one thing I want you to remember. Never give up, all right? Lots of people in this world expect you to give up after they hinder you, poison you. They'll wreck your life. They'll do it emotionally. They'll wreck your life physically. There's lots of people in this world always going after the ones who speak the most truth, because evil is huge in this world. Evil has their hands into every area of life, in business, in healthcare, in like the psychiatric realm. So let's say psychologists, not all, some are extremely evil. And you can just simply dig into Canada's past encounters with the CIA and schools and medicinal research and mothers. There is a mother who was put into a cell, she was induced into a coma for decades for CIA research. This is in Quebec. Oh, the devil has the grips, has the power right now. They're at the top of everything. They see the devil has to cloak itself. So the devil hides very well. The devil pretends and portrays as though they're a philanthropist. You may see the devil's name on the side of a hospital, their last name, their father's last name. Now the newest devil, maybe his name's on an airport in Winnipeg, you know? There are devils all over this country. You can see devils by the huge portraits they take, the symbolic portraits they take of these people. They love to be prominent, and the only way you can be prominent is if you stand up like this and you have one of these gold chains on you, and you're a 60-year-old fat blubbering oaf that's done nothing but pedo children all your life in Winnipeg, and now you're a privatized part owner of a hospital in the city. This is the devil. Privatized healthcare. Oh, Canada has the most amazing healthcare system. That's a lie. There is privatized healthcare in Canada. You can't even get treatment. If you have cancer, my buddy's dad died in 1998 because he couldn't afford the $25,000 American price tag for the experimental, but pretty sure it would cure the cancer, bud. Just got to get it in him. Injection. About 7-8 years ago, someone else needed this, somewhat not as experimental anymore, and probably 75-80% guarantee, or whatever, 40% guarantee of longer duration of life, period. Oh my god, free healthcare in Canada is a lie. And healthcare, we should look up the term. We should define what healthcare actually means. And I'm pretty sure these fucks, these evil fucks, have it in there that healthcare just means to mend wounds. It doesn't mean we're gonna fix you fully, right? This isn't like a saving. This isn't the place where we save lives, right? This is just a healthcare industry. This is where we check you if you got a cold. Here's something. This may fix your cold. No guarantees, bud. Healthcare. That's the true term. I haven't Googled it ever before. When I Google that motherfucker today, I guarantee you I'm right. See, these words, we're not the first time. This isn't our first rodeo here. We've lived and we've tried before to get rid of the harness, the shackles that bind us. It doesn't work. The elites have They probably restart. You know, if things look like you're picking up too much steam, they probably time travel back and probably do whatever John Smith here or whatever that guy's name was, try and take you out back in the beginning before you get old enough to be this boss, right? But see, the problem lies with just the world itself right now and the inability to see the evil happening around you every day. For instance, 50 5G towers have gone up in Winnipeg, just in a small area, in the last 7 days. I don't know what's going on, but we never really signed off on 5G. We never had like a vote here in Winnipeg to see if 5G should even be put in. Again, it's those five evil, corrupt old men. They decided for a city of 1 million people. Hey, I'll tell you something. You know, if 50,000 people in Winnipeg don't show up for work, this city doesn't turn its lights on. So I don't understand how we allowed five old fucks who don't ever sweat to decide what happens in this world. So that's the mistake that's really happening right now, is the lack of voice each one of you possesses. Each one of you possesses your own voice, your own thoughts, but you're influenced, or you're fucking golem. You're a golem. In the Bible, there's a term, they use it very, it's only used a couple times. And I don't read the Bible. It comes from like great writings of past, okay? And in there they say that a golem is someone who is a golem is a lifeless vessel, just like a robot. In the Bible, they refer to robots as golems. But back in the day, we thought a golem was a hollowed out clay mass that was, just made, in our likeness, look like a person out of clay. Well, it turns out they've been trying to bring these things to life. Well, when you hear about Frankenstein, or future, if you talk about Astro Boy, he was a robot. Pinocchio was a wooden boy. All these stories are of golems, but you're too stupid to correlate it. And the world itself is run by AI. Of this, I'm 99% sure. Artificial intelligence has to be running us because of its ability to adapt as we change or try to maneuver away from a certain area. AI throws 10 more wrenches in the mix. I can't figure out how we were so high tech back then to not see all this now play out, right? So in the 80s, there was really no fucking technology. 90s, everything came around. And by 2005, I think technology really hasn't changed hardly at all for Canadians and Americans and Europeans. We're pretty much the state-of-the-art countries in the world. I don't know fuck all about China. No one does. So fuck you, China. I don't know why I don't have anything. I can't stand Chinese government. The Chinese people seem so nice, but the government is so keeping us away from Chinese citizens. And I don't understand why. Is it because they don't want to see the Chinese citizens, to see the freedoms that Canadians and Americans and Europeans have compared to them? I don't think so. Because they see it through the movies and stuff. Are they all envious? Maybe. See, the Chinese government is very mysterious. So is the American government. There are so many layers to the American government. You hide money on top of hiding money on top of hiding money. It's just creepy. What we should do is rule out money right now. Overnight, everyone should just stop using money. And we should all individually trade, not individually, as a united cooperative. We should trade within our small circles to show the five evil men that we no longer rely on them. And reliance is something that I'm going to get into next month big time. There's so many levels of reliance, whether it be power, whether it be infrastructure, whether it be your food chain. Reliance is how we release and say fuck you to all corporations overnight. But it's coming. It's coming. I wish I could do it faster, but this stuff has to come to me. You know, I have to really meditate and contemplate and gather and find prime examples of the evil and the devil right now in the present, and then 10, 20, 30, 40 years ago, so I can show the older people that watch the show too their mistakes then, and they can correlate, you know, the last 20 years, how shit went fucking to hit the fan so hard. I want to make sure all of you are watching every one of these videos. So go back until you didn't see me standing on the screen this morning and watch all of them. Hopefully start at the beginning and work your way forward. It doesn't matter the sequence you watch them in. I'm like Star Wars. They're always awesome. You can watch the last episode first, watch the middle episode, watch the second last, watch the first one. I'm always getting the princess, all right? Peace.